sure has a lot of questions. If you look, you can see them everywhere. Use your mind to define energy and time. It's more than just some numbers on a page. Let's go with Sko. Vectors, friction, motion. Let's go with Sko. It's a lot more fun with a little commotion. Curiosity is the remedy. All you really need's velocity. Let's go with Sko. Professor Sko. Let's go with Sko. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Let's go with Sko. Professor Sko.
Oh, wow! Check this out! It looks to be a triathlon event! I live for these! Hey, you're here! It's me, Professor Sko, and I'm in Clermont, Florida, the world triathlon destination, and home to the world-renowned Clermont Tri Club. Wow, it seems that Sommer Sports is putting on one of the longest running endurance events in Florida, the 38th annual Great Clermont Triathlon. Hey, here's a question for you. Do you know what a triathlon is? I'm sure you've heard of a marathon. That's a running event of 26.2 miles. So, what do you think a triathlon is? Tri means 3, so it consists of 3 incredible endurance events. One of those being running. What do you think the other 2 events are? Hot dog eating and popping for apples? Rusty. Sword swallowing and fire breathing? Sparky, no. Circuit welding and robot building? Okay, Rusty. Robot rebuilding sounds like a really great event right about now. I'm sorry you had to sit through all of that. The other 2 events, in addition to running, are swimming and biking. Pretty cool, huh? A triathlon can be less than an hour or last up to 17 hours. Yeah, with participants swimming 2.4 miles, biking 112 miles, and running 26.2 miles. Okay, if you were playing along at home, how many total miles is that? Bingo! 140.6 miles. Wow, you're smart. Okay, let's think about this. Whether you're doing a short or long course triathlon, your body is having to work really hard. What kind of fuel will your body need for energy? Oh, okay, robots. Cotton candy, honey buns, cheese balls, galactic brownies. Okay, yeah, that looks really yummy. And the robots are on the right track. And that your body's going to need a lot of nutrition. But a very specific kind of nutrition. Carbohydrates are the primary source of energy during exercise. No triathlete ever wants to experience the dreaded bonk. That's the term used in the tri-biz when your body runs out of glycogen. In addition to carbohydrates, your body needs electrolytes, like sodium and potassium. If your muscles become depleted, you will cramp. Now, in order to absorb carbohydrates and electrolytes, and to replenish all the fluids lost during sweating, you need to consume a lot of liquids. No matter how you decide to fuel during the race, be sure that you have fast-release carbohydrates that can deliver energy quickly to your muscles. That could be in the form of energy drinks, it could be in the form of energy gels, or maybe even, I don't know, energy bars, bananas, you name it. Hey, but enough talk. Let's go check out where these amazing athletes keep their super cool gear. Come on, let's go check it out. Here we are in the Total Triathlete Transition Terrace. This is the place where the triathlete keeps their bicycle, their nutrition, all of their equipment. The athlete will use this area 2 times. Once to change from the swim to the bike, and the second time to change from the bike to the run. It's a home away from home, where the triathlete can feel completely at home. Oh, robots! Sparky, Rusty! You can't set up camp here. Yeah, I know what I said, but you guys gotta get out of the way. Hurry! Out of the, oh no! Your transition time counts towards your total race time. Every second counts. It's important that the triathletes speed in and out as quickly and efficiently as possible. The transition area is not a rest stop. Hey, you know what? I think I want to do this triathlon. What do you say? Will you be a part of my race crew? What's a crew? Oh man, your crew is your glue. They hold your race together and support the athlete. Are you up for it? Awesome. Hey Sparky, help stuff me into my wetsuit. It's Sko Time.
If you look, you can see them everywhere. Use your mind to define energy.
Hi,
Hello.
Professor Sko for the triathlon race.
Oh, I'm such a fan. Can I please get your bib number?
2:30, please.
Of course. Here you go.
Perfect, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh hey, you're here. It's me, Professor Sko, and I'm officially checked in and registered for the Summer Sports Triathlon. Let's check out the race swag together. I get this dynamite t-shirt. Let's see. Ooh, my race bib, an official number, and ooh, this triathlon tracking techie timer. These are so neat. These transponders use radio frequency identification, or RFID as we say in the science biz. This tiny little device I will wear around my ankle during the entire race. It will utilize a low power radio wave to receive, send, and transmit data. If you remember from our earlier video, Let's Go Light It Up, radio waves have the longest wavelengths on the electromagnetic spectrum and are not visible to the human eye. So, as I go across timing mats, say at the start line, finish line, and throughout the entire race, a tiny antenna inside the mat emits a radio wave that energizes this chip, which responds with my unique identification number, 230. And an RFID reader will receive this information and send it to a computer. Thanks to these high-tech timing systems, Rusty and Sparky can track my progress all throughout the day. I will even receive my race split times for each event and a very precise overall finish time. This is going to be so much fun. Hey, here's a question for you. Do you know which is longer? AM radio or FM radio waves? Don't know? Go to ProfessorSko.com and click on In the Know to find out. All right, well luckily Rusty and Sparky have agreed to be my race crew and cheering squad. Remember, your crew is the glue that holds your race together. I'm just so excited. I'm gonna get to swim, bike, and run. But gosh, there must be so much involved in planning and executing a multi-sport event like a triathlon. Hey, you look like you know what's what. You also look super busy, but do you mind if my viewers and I ask you just a few quick questions?
Sure.
Okay, so What is your name, and for how many years has Sommer Sports been putting on these multi-sport events?
My name is Michelle, and we've been doing these events in Clermont for 38 years.
My goodness, so did you hear that? We're in the city of Clermont, Florida. And what makes Clermont a world triathlon destination?
World Triathlon destination is because it has beautiful hills, beautiful trails, so many great races, and we're surrounded by theme parks and beaches.
Wow. I mean, my brain can't even begin to imagine the logistics and community coordination needed. What all goes into planning a big triathlon?
There's so much that goes into it, from permitting to signage, tons of paperwork, logistics, managing crews and volunteers and equipment and t-shirts and bags and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, beakers. What do you think is the most difficult part?
Oh, that's a tough question. Probably all of the paperwork. There's so much that goes in when it comes to police and fire and medical.
Wow, so given how much work it is, Michelle, why do you choose to do it?
The rewarding smiles at the end. It's so much fun.
That's amazing. Well, as a participant, I have to say thank you. We really do appreciate it. I'm kind of curious, what's the funniest thing or most surprising thing you've experienced since you started doing this?
Oh, wow. There's so many things. I didn't know some of the stuff about the long distance races and people, what they do, have to do on their bikes. There's not restrooms always available, so that was one of the funniest things that I learned.
And a lot of our viewers at home are kids. Can kids participate in triathlons?
Absolutely. We have a race even for the littlest kids, 6 years and up, can participate. It's called the Tri Kids Series. It's really fun.
Be sure to check that out. Tri Kids Series at Sommer Sports. And lastly, if maybe one of our viewers is thinking about getting into the sport for the first time, what advice do you have for them?
I would say it's very easy. There's a ton of resources online from usat.com, and just to talk to your friends, to other participants that have done it before, and like yourself.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for giving us just a little bit of insight into the very tough yet very rewarding job of organizing a triathlon.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, Sko fans, all that's left is for me to hydrate, fuel up, get Sparky to stuff me into my wetsuit, and it's Sko time. Well, as Sommer Sports would say, be inspiring. And of course, always remember to keep sciencing.
You can see them everywhere. Use your mind to define energy and time.
Hey, you know, Sparky, this doesn't look all that bad. You know, oh, hey, you're here. I didn't think you'd be here already. Sparky, what are you thinking? That's not triathlon equipment. Get that out of here, silly. Hey, I'm here in Clermont, Florida, choice of champions, and home to the world-renowned Clermont Tri Club. I'm about to compete in the 38th annual Great Clermont Triathlon, put on by Sommer Sports. If you watched our earlier videos, then you know a triathlon consists of 3 events: swimming, biking, and running. I'm about to start the first leg, swimming. The temperature of the lake is less than 78 degrees, which means athletes can wear a wetsuit. These are seriously cool, or should I say seriously warm. Hotter objects tend to lose heat energy to colder objects. It's a basic rule in physics called the second law of thermodynamics. When you jump into the cold lake, your body loses heat energy to the water, and it rapidly begins to cool. Did you know that water can transfer heat energy much faster than air? Yeah, insulation provides a protective barrier to prevent the heat from escaping. That's why these wetsuits here are made of multiple layers, to prevent the heat from escaping. You know what? These wetsuits are actually designed to allow a small amount of water inside. Your body warms that water, creating a nice, warm, cozy blanket. Now, to the untrained eye, these wetsuits might look like every other wetsuit, but they're different. A wetsuit for, say, scuba diving is made of tougher and thicker material, made for wear and tear. But these triathlon wetsuits, they are made for movement. They're made of neoprene, a special rubber that's very flexible. You want your suit to fit snug, but not to prevent any movement during the swim stroke. In addition, these wetsuits keep you warm, but they can also keep you cool to prevent overheating during the swim. And remember from our previous video about transitions, this wetsuit is designed to be removed easily and quickly. You don't need that function with other wetsuits. And lastly, this wetsuit has a slippery outer coating. That, in addition to the extra buoyancy it provides, lessens drag in the water, helps you swim faster, and conserves energy. Energy saved in the swim leg can later be used in the bike and run. Hey, here's a question for you. Do you know the fastest swim times by a male or female in an Ironman full distance try? Don't know? Go to ProfessorSko.com and click on In the Know to find out. Hey, where the heck's my race crew? Oh, those robots. They are so self-absorbed. It's like they're in their own little world. They don't pay attention to anything that's going on around them or anybody else. Looks like I'm on my own. All right, let's start this race. Hey, fire the cannon. It's time to go for a swim.
Lecture has a lot of questions. If you look, you can see them everywhere. Use your mind to define energy and time.
Just one more turn ought to do it. Oh, hey, you're here. It's me, Professor Sko, and I'm racing in the 38th annual Great Clermont Triathlon, put on by Sommer Sports. If you saw our earlier videos, you know that a triathlon consists of 3 events: swimming, biking, and running. I have made it to the second leg, biking. But to be honest, I'm really just looking for a good drive-through to get a burger. But don't tell anybody. Now, when you're going to be on your bike for a long time, you've got to be able to repair it if needed. This is my bike. I call her the Green Hornet, and we have done a lot of triathlons together. In order to be fast on the bike, you've got to overcome rolling resistance between the tires in the road, air resistance, and gravity when climbing hills. Quintana Roo? They were the original triathlon-specific bike brand. So let's take a look at this awesome aerodynamic machine together. Let's start by looking at the super thin frame. It's made up of carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is both lighter and stronger than aluminum or steel. Isn't that wild? This frame will absorb the vibrations from the road and provide a smooth ride. That is super important if you are biking the full distance of 112 miles. Whoa, wait a tick. That's the distance from Orlando to Jacksonville. Whoa! This bike here also has aero bars. This allows the rider to be in an even more aerodynamic position when riding. Oh, and here, this bike was found to have a drag coefficient of 0.1 during wind tunnel testing. What does that mean? It means the Green Hornet is wind slippery. Notice the height of the seat as well. Triathlon bikes have a higher seat than a road bike. This forces the athlete's hips forward, reducing the tension in the quadriceps and hamstrings, allowing you to save those big muscles for the run. And look, I've even got racing wheels on her. These wheels will smooth out the airflow from the front of the bike all the way to the back. And did you know that the faster these racing wheels spin, the better they can do that? Now that's incentive to push harder. And lastly, come here. Veteran riders will actually clip into their pedals. Yes, seriously, they literally become one with the bike. This allows the riders to have a more efficient pedal stroke and provides forward momentum when pulling up. This is a lifesaver on a super steep climb. Oh, well, if it isn't slow Sparky. Seriously? What a drag. There is so much wrong with that. I don't even know where to begin. Sparky, That bike is built for comfort, not speed. Hey, here's a question for you. Do you know the land speed record on a bicycle? Don't know? Go to ProfessorSko.com and click on In the Know to find out. All right, well, when it comes to the bike, aero is everything. I have an aerodynamic water bottle. I've got an aerodynamic helmet. Well, wait a tick. My outfit's not very aerodynamic. I can fix that. Thanks, Clermont Tri Club. All right, well, it's time for me to get the Green Hornet back on the road. Until next time, keep sciencing.
Sure has a lot of questions. If you look, you can see them everywhere. Use your mind to define energy and time. It's more than just some numbers on a page.
Oh, hey, you're here. It's me, Professor Sko, and I'm racing in the great Clermont Triathlon put on by Sommer Sports. If you saw our earlier videos, you know that a triathlon consists of swimming, biking, and running. I finally made it to the final leg of the tri, running. You've got to train your muscles to run after biking. When biking is followed by a run, it's called a brick in the tri biz. Your legs are gonna feel like jello, but you've got to keep going. If you've ever seen an experienced triathlete on the run, it's hard to believe that they just swam and biked. They make it look so smooth and effortless. Yet the rest of us look like we're crawling through quicksand. So, here are some Sko tips for the run. Start by relaxing. Tension in your shoulders can restrict your breathing and make you less fluid. Good posture, too. It's important to run tall. Have you ever tried to run after biking? I mean, your muscles are already tired and your hips are tight. Think about how you feel after sitting at your desk all day long in school. A tall position is a powerful position and allows you to use your big muscles. Cadence is the number of steps per minute. An optimal run cadence is 180 steps per minute. Yeah, a higher cadence allows faster runners to have less contact with the ground, allowing them to apply force quickly and efficiently. A higher cadence and less contact with the ground means less strain on your legs and less opportunity for an injury. Let's also think about where our legs should hit the ground. You don't want to overstride or overextend, as that causes a braking force. That is no bueno. Think short, quick strides. In addition, let gravity help you maintain your forward momentum. Yeah, anytime you can use physics to your advantage, the better. This is going to take a slight forward lean. That's going to require some serious... Holy shnikes! Did Rusty just go by with a rocket on his back? Okay, that's fast, but it will also get you disqualified. Hey, here's a question for you. Are you interested in doing a triathlon? Groups like the Clermont Tri Club not only work with serious athletes, but they love to welcome new people and young people to the sport who maybe just want to give it a try, see if they can do it, or maybe get in better shape. If you're ever in the Central Florida area, go to ClermontTriClub.com or Google Tri Clubs in your area. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear from you. Hey, wait a tick. Do you hear that? That's the sound of the crowd. It's time for the best part, what we've been working so hard towards, crossing the finish line. I can see Rusty and Sparky. They're down there cheering me on. If you know anybody who competes in these events, be sure to show up and cheer them on. It's a great way to show somebody you care. All right, let's do this. Let's cross the finish line together. Come on. Okay, I can smell it. The sweet, sweet smell of victory. It smells like sweat and vinegar potato chips? Okay, here we go.
Your mind to define energy and time. It's more than just some numbers on a page. Let's go with Sko. Vectors, friction, motion. Let's go with Sko. It's a lot more fun with a little commotion. Curiosity is the remedy. All you really need's velocity.